Thank you for joining us for 2 Minutes for Glory. Today we're going to be reading from Matthew chapter 26, verse 36. It was right before the crucifixion. Jesus was praying with his apostles. And here was what he said. Then Jesus came with them in the place that was called Gethsemane, and said to his disciples, "Sit here, while I go over there and pray." And he took with him Peter and the sons of Zebedee, and began to be grieved and distressed. Then he said to them, "My soul is deeply grieved, to the point of death. Remain here and keep watch with me." And he went a little beyond them and fell to his face and prayed, saying, "My Father, if it is possible, let this cup pass from me. Yet not as I will, but as you will." And he came to the disciples and found them sleeping, and said to Peter, "So you men could not keep watch with me for 1 hour? Keep watching and praying that you will not enter into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak." He went again a second time and prayed, saying, "My Father, if this cup cannot pass away unless I drink it, your will be done." Jesus, just before the crucifixion, knew what it was going to feel like because he is part of God. He knew it was going to hurt. He knew the pain that he would experience. And he prayed to God, the complete part of God, and said, "If it's possible, I don't want to do this." He went back. He had asked his apostles to just pay attention and pray, but they didn't. When he got back, they were sleeping. And he said, "Keep watching and praying that you will not enter into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak." So many times we want to do the right thing, but our flesh is weak. We need to pray to listen to Jesus as he gave the apostles direction to pray, that they not enter into temptation. Jesus went back and prayed again, "My Father, if this cannot pass away unless I drink it, your will be done." Sometimes we feel depressed. Sometimes we feel discouraged about the situations that we're in. I want you to think about Jesus, his calling, the job God gave Jesus to do. And he said, "I don't want to do this. It's going to hurt. If it's possible, I'd let this cup pass from me." It's interesting. Jesus closed by saying, "If this cannot pass away unless I drink it, your will be done." We have different jobs to do on this earth. Some of those jobs are hard. Some of those jobs are difficult. But none of those jobs are as difficult as going to the cross like Jesus did. Jesus told us, he said, "If this has to happen, your will be done." When you go through difficult times, when you go through struggles, I want you to understand that have this attitude in yourselves. If it's God's will for me to do this, if it's God's will for me to fight this fight, if it's God's will for me to go through this hard time, I will do it. Because, Jesus went to the cross for me. Thank you for joining us for 2 Minutes for Glory. Have a good day and God bless. Bye-bye.